the first thought that came to, I started to have thoughts. I started to almost receive. It's like the place had a kind of intelligence. You knew whatever you want to know about it. It was easy to understand. And first I understood, I thought, this is death. This is the absolute absence of life. I just felt that wherever life was, it wasn't here. And I was very aware that when we're alive in normal life, that life that we have is a kind of not just a given, it's something we're experiencing. But we can still be us without it, without life. And I'm here in death. I'm still aware. I'm not gone. I'm there, but it's death. Everything's dead. Everything's... Anyway, I thought, this is death. I also became aware of the fact that I was in eternity. There's this curious feeling that I'm out of time. Time isn't there. There's a distinct feeling of its absence. It's like you wouldn't know whether 10,000 years had passed or a second, or there is no sense of that time is passing. It's like I felt this is eternity, and because I felt it was eternity, I kind of felt like I could be here and never get out because there's no time to pass. There's no end to it. The moment is forever. And I felt as well that I was on the other side of a wall or something, in a sense that you that's alive, my family and everybody, were there, and I'd never be able to reach them and tell them, I'm here, I'm in this place, I'm in this place, and I'd want to say, I'm here, but they'd never know where I was. They'd never know. They were in life and I was somewhere else. And I thought to myself, this is hell. I thought, this is hell. And I thought to myself, you can understand, as I describe it, I was sort of freaking out. I was like panicking, but at the same time, it was almost like an acceptance as well. I'll get back to that. But, I thought, this is hell, and I thought I wouldn't wish this, and I would not wish this on my worst enemy. I thought that I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy because I knew it was like you'd be here forever. It was completely lonely. It was unbelievable, ultra loneliness. Completely cut off from life, completely cut off from what we have when we our breath and our feelings and air and everything like that. Just life, and I felt that, and in my mind I thought I wouldn't wish this on Adolf Hitler. And I don't know why, because I've seen subsequently other people that testify to these kind of things, and they always say, they'll often say, you wouldn't wish it on Adolf Hitler. It's almost like, the place itself was saying that no human should really be here. No human should be here. But I'm there, And what I want to say about it is that what I understood, I don't know how long I was really thinking, and I was in this place in the sense of, what I'm saying is, all this information could have always come all at one time. It wasn't like linear. I just understood certain things. And what I understood as well was that everything that I'd ever done, good or bad, had absolutely no value. All the experience that I'd accrued through my trying to sort of become more spiritual, that meant absolutely nothing. It had no value. All the art that I'd done, all my drawings, all my music, all my songwriting, all the writing. I was a prolific songwriter. I'd written like hundreds and hundreds. It meant nothing. It had no value. It was like saying, these things have no value. These things do not make it good. These things do not get you out of that place. These things don't get you out of here. These things have not earned you anything out of this place. You're in nothingness, and nothing you've done has kind of qualified you to get out of here. All the hard things I've been through. When I was a kid, I used to get bullied. I went through long periods of depression. I struggled with certain things in my life. I've overcome certain. It was like saying, means nothing, means nothing, means nothing. It's almost like, maybe you'd been through the most heroic thing in a war and you'd saved lots of lives and you'd got a medal. It was like it's saying, means nothing, means nothing. Nothing that you've done means anything. And also, it was like, a real sense that the whole direction of my life somehow had been in the wrong direction. It was just not for the right. I wasn't living for the right reasons. I wasn't very sure about what the right reasons were, but I had a feeling that being a good person or being a better person, I wasn't looking in the right places. It was not just a case of like not doing enough good things. It was an entirely different outlook which I hadn't found, and as a result of that, I'm here. I'm in hell, and I've missed the point. And everything that I'm experiencing, everything I've done, It's got no meaning. All the work you've done towards, all that time you spent building that family home, all that time that you spent making it to the top of your career, all that time, all that trouble you went through, all the hardship you went through, all the incredible difficulties you went through, the whole life you've lived sorrowful, Peter Pan. It means nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing. It has not established anything good in you or valuable. Not to whoever was in control of this reality. And the next thought was, this is hell. There is a God. Because I just knew this place was the absolute absence of him. And I felt that God, this is what you have without him. But when you've got him, you've got all the other stuff, life and good stuff. All the life seemed to be so. I realised life was such a gift. Life is such a gift. Life is a gift. I mean, it really is. When you walk down the street and look at the sea and stuff like that, you know, you're just borrowing it. You're gonna have to give it back unless he gives it to you. I mean, anyway, we'll get back to the point. I thought there is a God. Now, I'm in black, remember? I'm in just complete black. Now, I've had all different kind of concepts about what God is. God's everything. God's in a table. God's in a chair. God's you. God's me. All that stuff. But what I understood in this blackness, never seen anything, never been told anything, just coming to conclusions, I thought there is a God, and he's the one in the Bible. I just knew it was him. I knew that although we're also grown up now about how we look at spiritual maturity, you know, spirituality and stuff like that, you know, all this stuff, quantum physics and you know, particle observers, you know, observing subatomic particles and you know, alternative universes, multiverse, wherever. But the God that made it all is the one in that, you know, that black leather Bible. That guy, that's the one. I knew without any, the same way I was coming to these conclusions about eternity and about all this stuff about life and deep, he was saying, it's him, he's God. And it was a super shock to me because I thought that, you know, oh no, he's just one of the kind of more manifestations of truth in that part of the world, you know, like the Judeo-Christian thing or Judeo, you know. I just thought, you know, now it's saying, no, it's him and everything else is trash. It's trash. Everything else is absolutely no value. It was really, really particular